Welcome. I am grateful to share this space with you again as we continue our journey through the wisdom of connection. Throughout this series, we have been following the invisible threads that shape our lives. We began by recognizing I am connected. We explored belonging and a deep need within every human being to know there is a place for me. We looked at interrupted connection and how understanding creates movement where there was once distant. We explored authentic connection, the courage to bring our true selves into relationship. And in our last conversation, we discovered the balance between connection and individuality, honoring our roots while allowing ourselves to grow. So today, this perspective expands. Because connection does not stop with ourselves, it does not stop with our families. Each of us belongs to many systems: a family system, a community system, a cultural system, a human system, and a living system. And whether we recognize it or not, our presence creates ripples. The way we heal, the way we communicate, and the way we move through life influence something greater than ourselves. So today we explore connection beyond the family and our place in the greater human system. When we think about connection, we often first think about the people closest to us: our parents, our children, our partners, our friends, and the relationships we can see and touch. But systemic wisdom invites us to look wider. Every person exists within many circles of belonging. Imagine standing in the center of many expanding circles. The first circle is yourself, your inner relationship, your thoughts, your emotions, your body, your awareness. The next circle is your family, those who came before you, those who walk beside you, those who come after you. Then the circles continue expanding. Your friendships, your workplace, your community, your culture, humanity, nature, and life itself. Each circle influences you, and you influence each circle. Nothing exists completely alone. A single tree is part of a forest. A single wave is part of an ocean. A single person is part of humanity. When we remember this, something changes. We stop asking only, what do I need from life? And we begin asking, what does life also express through me? It's a powerful question. What does life also express through me? One of the most powerful understandings of systemic wisdom is that small movements can influence the larger whole. Imagine dropping a small stone into still water. The stone touches one point, but the ripples move outward. Relationships work in the same way. One act of kindness moves beyond the movement. One honest conversation can change the direction of a relationship. One person choosing awareness can interrupt generations of repeated patterns. We often underestimate our influence. We think, I'm only one person. My choice does not matter that much. My healing only affects me. But every system is made of individuals. When individuals change, systems change. Think about someone who influenced your life. Perhaps they encouraged you, listened to you, believed in you, shared wisdom with you. Maybe they never fully realized the impact they had. We are always contributing something. Think about it. We are always contributing something. Depends on what that something is that you contribute. And the question is, are we contributing unconsciously or consciously? Much of the pain we see in the world comes from the illusion of separation. Yes, the illusion of separation. We believe what happens to others does not affect me. The well-being of another is separate from my own. But systemic understanding shows us something different. We are connected through visible and invisible relationships. Families influence individuals. Individuals influence communities. Communities influence future generations. And the well-being of one affects the well-being of many. This does not mean we carry responsibility for everything. That would become a burden. True connection is not about carrying the whole world. It is about recognizing our place within it. There's a difference between I must fix everything and my presence contributes something. Wisdom-inspired living grows from this awareness, and it asks, how do I show up in the systems I belong to? What energy do I bring into relationships, and what patterns continue through me? What new possibilities begin through me? When we begin living with systemic awareness, something shifts. We become more conscious of our impact. We listen differently. We speak differently. We respond differently. And instead of reacting only from old patterns, we create space for new choices. A healing presence is not someone who has everything solved. It is not someone who is perfect. It is not someone that knows it all. It is someone who brings awareness. Someone who can pause and ask, what is happening here? What wants to be understood? What response would create more connection? Imagine what happens when one person in a family chooses understanding instead of repeating conflict. Imagine when one person in a workplace chooses respect instead of judgment. Imagine when one person in a community chooses collaboration instead of separation. Something new enters the system. A different possibility becomes available. And this is how transformation often begins. Not through force, but through presence. Take a quiet moment. Bring your awareness to the many systems you belong to. Your family, your friendship, your workplace, your community, the larger human family, and gently ask yourself, what quality do I bring into these spaces? Do I bring calm, understanding, creativity, compassion, strength, wisdom? And then ask, where am I invited to become more conscious of my influence? What old pattern can end with me? What new movement can begin through me? And allow yourself simply to notice, because every conscious choice becomes a seed. I love this awareness. Every conscious choice becomes a seed. As we complete today's reflection, remember, you are not only shaped by the systems you belong to, you also shape them. Your awareness matters, your healing matters, your way of relating matters. Connection reminds us that we are part of something greater. And when we live from this awareness, life becomes less about proving ourselves and more about participating consciously. Wisdom-inspired living is the movement from what happens to me toward how can life move through me. It is recognizing I belong, I influence, I contribute. Thank you for joining me for this sixth conversation in our connection series. In our next episode, we will explore connection as a pathway to healing. We will look how wounds created through relationship can also find healing through awareness, compassion, and restored connection. Until then, may you recognize the systems that support you. May you honor the influence they carry, and may your presence become a meaningful contribution to the greater web of life. And yes, while you're here, I know the YouTube thing, I find it very boring, but please do me a favor and just do whatever you like. You may subscribe, you may like, you may share, whatever. But until we meet again, I would like to say thank you for being here and be safe.